So we recently hit 1,000 subscribers, and so in this special video there's going to be so many things happening. I'm going to be completing a GCSE high-level maths paper as a year 10 student with no revision or experience of the exams, and there's going to be a giveaway at the end of the video, so stay tuned, watch the whole video and enjoy. Okay, so I've just got the paper. It's a GCSE maths, obviously GCSE maths paper. It's higher tier and it's paper number 2, so it's a calculator paper. So lucky for me, I've got my calculator, and the test lasts 1 hour and 30 minutes. And right now it's 8 o'clock, so I definitely need to finish before 9:30. And so yeah, I want to really see what I get at the end, to see what stage I'm at. Obviously I'm a year 10 student, so I haven't revised any of this stuff. Have a look at the paper. It's going to be good to see. There's a good challenge as well. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Okay. Okay. M to the power of m, simplify m to the power of 3 multiply m to the power of 9. So when you're simplifying that, multiplying powers, they add. So it's going to be. So the answer is m to the power of 7 for number 1. Simplify. Okay, so this is brackets. So obviously the first thing to do is we have to do 5 to the power of 3. 5 to the power of 3 is 125. So, sorry. Definitely not good at this. N to the power of 3 is going to be n to the power of 3. And then p to the power of 3. Okay, so I think in this case it would multiply. So I think I'm going to go with p to the power of 9. I might be wrong, but yeah, I'm going to go with p to the power of 9. So the answer I'm going to put is 125 n to the power of 3 p to the power of 9. So 125 n to the power of 3. Sorry, you can't see that properly. Well, I meant 3 anyway, so it doesn't matter. Because simplify. Okay, so obviously you have to look at the numbers. So 32 divided by 4 is, I should be knowing this, is 8. I knew that obviously. And then q to the power of 9 divided by q to the power of 3. So dividing powers means the powers minus. So it's going to be q to the power of 6. And r to the power of 4 divided by r is r to the power of 3. So the answer is going to be 8 q to the power of 6 r to the power of 3. Yeah, okay. Find the lowest common multiple LCM of 1456. Okay, so this is a good question because I recently learned a new way our teacher taught on how to find the LCM of numbers. So you have to find the prime factorization of both of these numbers. So the prime factorization of 40 is 2 to the power of 3 multiplied by 5, and for 56 it's 2 to the power of 3 multiplied by 7. And so then what you have to do after is you have to align the powers. Align the powers with the bases that are the same. So obviously 5 and 7 won't be in the same because they're not the same bases. And then you find the winner and the loser, but if it's a draw, then you circle one of them. So I'm going to circle the bottom one. That's the winner, obviously, and that's the winner. So the lowest common multiple will be the circle. So 2 to the power of 3 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 7 equals to 280. So that's the answer I'm going to put. Mm, 280. Write down the highest common factor HCF of A and B. Exactly, so they gave the prime factorization this time. For HCF is basically the ones that are not circled. That's the LCM, so the ones that are not circled. That's going to be the HCF. So obviously we're going to align them together. Sorry, let me use my eraser. So So you circle the ones the ones that are winners. Circle one of them. So obviously the one's going to be equals to 2 squared multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. So 60 is the HCF. Okay, that took a very long time. Okay, find the line L is shown on the grid. Find an equation for line L. Okay, so I still know how to find it. Basically, pick out two appropriate coordinates. So I'm going to pick this one, and I'm going to pick that one. Okay, so the first thing you do is write the coordinates, obviously. So I'm going to put an X and Y table with 1 and minus 3 and 2 and 0, and this is to find the gradient. So for this it's plus 1 plus 3. Gradient is delta y over delta x, so 3 over 1 equals to 3. So we know that y is equal to 3x, and then find the y-intercept. It's minus 6, sorry. Y-intercept, so y equals to minus 3 minus 6. Let's write that again. Boom. That was a quick question. Okay, so Raya buys a van for £8,500 plus VAT at 20%. Raya pays a deposit for the van. She didn't. Okay, so Raya buys the van for £8,000 plus VAT at 20%. Raya pays a deposit for the van. She then pays the rest of the cost on top. Equal payments of £581 each month. Find the ratio. Okay. Okay, so to find the total, you obviously do so the total of the rest that she paid. We just have to do 12 multiplied by 531.25. Obviously pound. So multiplied by 531.25. That gives us 6,375. So 6,375. That was the total for the 12 months. And then she pays a deposit for the van. Okay. Oh yeah. So you can calculate the deposit by just doing. First, you have to find the initial price. So you know 8,500, but you have to find the VAT. So you just do 0.2 multiplied by 8,500. So 0.2 multiplied by 8,500. That's 1,700. So the total price of the car was 8,500 plus 1,700. Again, all in pounds. So 8,500 plus 1,700 gives you 10,200. So 10,200 was the price. I've got so much more space, but I don't even use it. That was the total price. Okay, that was the total price of the car. And she paid in 12 months. That's how much she paid. And so we can find the difference. So the deposit that she paid, we can just do 10,200 minus 6,375, 6,375. So that equals 10,200 minus 6,375, 3,825. So 3,825. I think I'm doing this right. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. I don't know. Wait, 3,000. That's a lot of deposit, to be honest. I don't know. Okay, so I think it's 3,825 to 6,375. And assuming this is a calculated paper, I'm just going to use my calculator to simplify. 3,825 over 6,375. That gives you the ratio of 3 to 5. So that seems like a reasonable ratio, you know. So yeah, we'll see. Now I will be speeding up parts of this video like now, because watching me complete a whole GCSE paper will get boring, so I don't want you to have to witness all of that. I think I might have to skip out that question, to be honest. I'm -2 maths because I'm doing this on a computer, so yeah. We can't even do this question as well. Okay, so a force. Okay, move on to question number 6. So a force of 70 newtons acts on an area of 20 centimeters squared. The force is increased by 10 newtons. The area is increased by. Okay. Heaton says the pressure decreases by. Okay, so first let's calculate the pressure of the initial thing. So let's calculate. You know. So you're supposed to calculate the force of that. So it gives you that. So I'm just gonna do obviously force. So sorry, 70 newtons over 20 centimeters squared equals to 3.5 newtons per centimeter squared. Okay, the force is increased by 10 newtons. Okay, so if we increase that to 80 newtons, and the area is increased by, okay, and we increase that to 30 centimeters squared, that would give us 26.6 occurring. So we'll put sorry, it's 80 divided by 30, sorry. So it's 2.6 occurring, sorry. So it's 8 over 3 or 2 newtons per centimeter squared. So that was the original one, that was the minimum. So to find the percentage change, basically find the difference, 3.5 minus 2.6 recurring. A3 recurring, that's the difference, and then you just do that over the original. You multiply that by 100. That equals 3 equals to you just do 3.5 minus 2.6 recurring, sorry. To get that, and we do the answer divided by 3.5 multiplied by 100. So the percentage change, it decreased by 23.8%. So okay, Helen said it decreases by less than 20%. Well, it decreases by 23.8%. So no. It's going to be so difficult to write in English with this pen thingy because it decreases by 23.8% more than 20%. I'll try to fix that later. Yes, I know I said I wouldn't complete some of the graph questions, but for this one, it was one of the shape transformations, so I was easily going to be able to do that. I know I'm picking and choosing at this point, but you know, it is what it is. You know, I feel like I'm actually messing up a lot of questions I don't even know, so I could get a really bad score. Okay, so Dar's team is going to play a match on Saturday and Sunday. The probability that the team will win on Saturday is 0.45. So obviously that's going to be a simple one. Minus 0.45, that should be 0.55. So 0.55 for that. If they win on Saturday, the probability that they will win on Sunday is 0.67. Okay, so 1 minus 0.3. This is really straightforward. I hope at least that you can't mess up on this question, because it's just probabilities using the information, filling it in. That should be easy marks. It shows the information about the times taken by some students to finish a puzzle. Complete the frequency table. Okay, frequency, density, and time taken, which is also class width. So we know that frequency density equals to frequency over class width. I think that's the equation. And we can just check, for example, how they got 4 for the 0 to 0.25. Yeah, we can check because we know that the frequency density. I think I should put it like that. Class width. Okay. Yeah. So they got that. Okay. So 5 to 15. 5 to 15 is basically 4 again. Six. $25 to 30, I think that's 5. And 30 to 50, that's 20 multiplied by 0.2, 4. So I think it's 44654. Okay. Find an estimate for the lower quarter of the times taken to finish the puzzle. The lower quarter. I think for that, I don't know actually. I think what you have to do is just like you do 50 plus 1 divided by 2. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm just trying to finish this paper up. Divided by 2, which equals to 25.5. So it has to be somewhere along here for the lower. That's the half. So half of that. What we're looking for is somewhere. Is that what it's asking for an estimate? Oh, it's not asking that. It's saying find an estimate for the lower quarter of the times taken. Okay, so I think it's not asking that. It's just like that's halfway. That's more halfway. So I think we're looking at this half and the estimate. So it takes 0 to. Okay, so I think basically you have to find the average of the people who did it. So 0 to 15 seconds. 4 people came there, and 4 people. So I think it's just. I don't know actually. Oh, it's not seconds by the way, it's minutes. I kept on saying seconds, I think. So I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with 10 minutes. I think it took 10 minutes. I don't know about this one. I'm gonna go to the next question just for now. Okay. I think we're approaching the end actually. Are we? Yes, we are. We're close to the end. Okay. So I try and hold on. I don't think I did well in this test, to be honest. Shape S is 1/4 of a solid sphere. Okay. The volume of S is. Okay. So the surface area is that. So the surface area for the quarter of a solid sphere would be pi r squared. So to find. Oh, sorry. I think I'm doing it wrong. Sorry. Didn't read the question properly. It wants. It's telling us the volume, and we have to calculate the surface area. So sorry. The volume of a normal sphere is that, but in this case, because this is a quarter, we know that the volume for this of shape S is going to be it's going to be 1/4 multiplied by 4/3, so 1/3. So 1/3 pi r to the power of 3. So we know that 1/3 pi r to the power of 3 equals 576 pi. First thing I'm going to do is get rid of the 1/3, so multiply everything by 3. So 576 multiplied by 3. So pi r cubed equals to 1728 pi, because the end goal is to get the radius, because that'll obviously help us with the surface area. Then divide by pi on both sides. We cancel this, so r cubed is equal to 1728. And I think the last thing to do is basically just cube root everything. Again, very messy handwriting, but this is what I can do. 1728, and that gives us 12 centimeters. So the radius is 12 centimeters. Again, so then we go on to the surface area. This is the quarter of a sphere, so it's going to be pi r squared, which is equal to pi multiplied by 12 squared. Therefore, it's going to be 12 times 12, 144 pi centimeters squared. It wants to do 3 significant figures, so 144 pi is 452. Okay, I'm going to skip these for now. I'm going to try to go back to these. There's so many questions I missed in this. I don't think I did quite well. This was the last question of the paper, and luckily for me, I did go over considering bonds in maths. Because it says considering bounds, we basically have to find what's how we can get to the common number here. And in this case, it's 0.4 to 2 decimal place. So answer equals 0.4 grams per centimeter squared 1 dp. So that's the last question I solved. I think I did that right. Finished the paper now. It took me around 50 minutes. I could have gone on to finish the rest, but I don't know them. I can't complete them because of the technical problems, and I also don't want to do them. I'm going to quickly check the mark scheme and I'll tell you what I got right and wrong. Okay, so I just marked my paper and I didn't do that well. I took off the marks for the questions with the graphs because I wasn't obviously able to do them. So the total marks the paper was out of was 71. And I did lose 20 marks, which is a lot, but some of them I wasn't able to do because I wasn't at that level, but you just gotta own up to it. 70%, which obviously isn't a good score for me, but the fact that I'm not in year 11, I didn't revise, is alright. So I got 70%. I think in terms of grade boundaries, it would be probably a 6 or a 7. Let's see what I get in the review of GCSE, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so we've approached the end of the video, and like I did promise, here is the giveaway. So the prize that I'm going to be giving is 2 Amazon vouchers that are £10 each, and here are the instructions that you need to follow in order to enter this giveaway. Step number 1 is you have to subscribe if you haven't already, and like this video because it'll help a lot. Step number 2 is to follow me on the socials, so try follow me on Twitter. If you can't, then that's fine, it's an optional step. And the last step, this is the most important step which determines if you're in the giveaway or not, is to comment down below this video what you liked about this video and what future video ideas you would like me to post. At the latest, in a week's time, I will announce the winners. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you really did enjoy this different style, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.